We're on the beach for the first time in the west coast of Florida after Hurricane Idalia just came through and absolutely devastated this coastal environment.
Hurricane Idalia making landfall just moments ago on Florida's Gulf Coast in a part of the state that has not seen a major hurricane in modern time.
This coast is home to more than 200 different plant and animal species. This is a dune sunflower. Now, dune sunflowers help build up the dune area by putting the roots into the ground and keeping all the sand together. And this right here is one of the most important plants on this entire ecosystem. This is a sea oat. Now, sea oats, oh, there's one right on the ground. I'll just go ahead and grab that one. Sea oats, as you can see, have these tiny structures where they keep all their seeds. Dune plants like the sea oat do an excellent job holding the sand together. As the wind blows, the sand becomes a pile, and these plants will put their root systems in and hold that sand together. That way, whenever a storm comes, the water is not able to flood past it. Just like mangroves, these dune environments are incredibly important for our infrastructure. Without these, our entire islands would be completely wiped away, and all of the water would just keep eroding all of the sand until there was no islands left. This beach is also a protected area for these seabirds. These seabirds use this beach to nest. Now, with all this storm surge and all this water, it has completely demolished their natural nesting area. And it's only been further exemplified by ruining this dune environment that would have let this water drain off in a couple of days. The other two animal species that have been impacted negatively are ghost crabs and sea turtles. Ghost crabs dig into the sand to make their burrows, and they have completely been flooded out. The other animal species, the sea turtle, their nests are usually along this back beach, but have been completely flooded out by the storm surge. Hurricane Idalia has literally flooded our entire beach. This used to be all sand all the way out to the ocean, but instead we have basically two beaches now. This is really bad for our ecosystem because little fish and stingrays and things like that can get stuck in this and not be able to get out before the water eventually dries out. Water is about 75 feet across and at least a mile down that way and probably another 3 or 4 miles down on the other side. I just spotted a lightning whelk shell. Now, usually you don't find perfect shells like this on this beach, but since the hurricane has eroded the sand and left these beautiful shells out. Now, this right here is a lightning whelk, and the best way for me to tell that this is a lightning whelk is because it opens to the left. Lightning, L, left. So it opens to the left, whereas a pear whelk or other whelk species open to the right. Another great way to tell is because there's stripes going down vertically. Now, these stripes are very indicative of a lightning whelk and even look like lightning. Florida is known as the vacation capital of the world, and it's known for its beaches. But every time one of these resorts opens, they want to clear it so that all of the rooms have a beachfront view. That allows them to make more money off of people's desire to see the beach. It takes away all of this natural environment that actually helps us to protect us from hurricanes. So let's see an example of a hotel that has completely demolished the dune environment and has suffered the consequences. This hotel has removed the natural dune environment. Now, if the dune was still here, the water would have been on this side and eventually dissipated in a few days. But instead, the water has completely flooded all the way to their seawall. If the seawall wasn't there, the hotel would have been flooded. A rack line is the farthest point that the highest tide can get on the beach, and that is where all the debris and sadly trash is laid out. But because this hurricane has completely eroded the entire beach, the rack line has completely moved 100 to 200 yards from where it should be. The hurricane has pushed the rack line into our naturally formed barrier with these sea oats. Now you can see all of the trash, so it's time to do our part and clean up our beautiful ecosystem. I could kill the turtle. Just remember that you can't rely on other people to clean up your house. You have to be the ones to start. So go out there, clean up your local park, beach, whatever it is. Save our environment. Keep the pristine places pristine. Thanks for watching this episode of Two All Boys. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you learned a little bit about this dune ecosystem. Remember to always take what you bring and leave our places pristine. Get out and get wild.